everybody, and welcome back to the vlog. Well, by the thumbnail, you know what this is about. This is about three people that we believe, or two people that we believe, that was directly connected to the Nicholas Maschuci murder back in 1974. Today, I'm going to try to put it all together. So, for those of you that didn't see all of my videos in the last year and a half about this 1972 Lincoln Continental going into the river with a body in it, then I'm just gonna make a small little video that's gonna tie all three of these characters together: Roy Demeo, Salvatore Vitale, and the victim Nicholas Maschuci. So, and I'm gonna tell you, let's talk about what has been written. A year and a half ago, I did a video at the 59th Street Bridge in Queens, and I did a video about I dumped a car in there that was given to me by Roy Demeo and Joey Bikini. And on the way, I smelled the unmistakable odor of a decomposing body. Only one thing smells like that. So I did that video. And then it sort of bugged me. Anyway, so I wind up going back. Anyway, so let's see how I am going to connect these three men to this murder. Roy Demeo. Right after I did my first video about this Lincoln being thrown into the river by yours truly in 1974, I looked at his Wikipedia page where it says that in 1974, Salvatore Vitale was ordered to drive a corpse to a Queens garage so that Roy Demeo can dispose of it. Well, now that's on Roy Demeo's Wikipedia page, which is right up here. You can see it. So that was like the really big clue. I picked up that car at the garage in Queens by Roy Demeo and Joey Bikini. So let's look at that one piece of evidence. Okay, and then everything else. When you watch all these other videos, you got to be a fool if you think that that the body in that trunk is none other than Nicholas Maschuci. I am 99.9% sure it's him, and his daughter feels the same way. Now, in 2003, Salvatore Vitale became an FBI informant, or a CW, I'm not sure which one, cooperating witness. And he told the FBI the same story. Let me back up. What's on the Wikipedia page was Salvatore Vitale telling the FBI that story, that he dropped off a car to Roy Demeo in Queens in 1974. Now, in 2003, Salvatore Vitale became either a cooperating witness or a confidential informant for the FBI. And he pled guilty to 11 homicides. Now, let's talk about what happens when somebody it goes into the federal witness program, becomes a cooperating witness or a confidential informant. Let's talk about that. That has a case, that they're working off a case, criminal charges. They have to sign a contract with the USA, which is the United States Attorney's Office, that everything that they have to plead guilty to all their crimes. They have to confess all their crimes, and they have to do it truthfully. And if they don't do it truthfully, no matter where they are, their contract gets written up, and they face, in this case, 11 homicides. So you know Salvatore Vitale was telling the truth when he told the FBI in 1974, I was ordered, by who we don't know, I was ordered to deliver a corpse to a Queens garage to Roy Demeo so he could dispose of it. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's as good as sworn testimony. Because if that was a lie, and he got caught, his 11 homicides, he'd have to face those 11 homicides. So we know, I know, anyone in law enforcement knows that everything that came out of Salvatore Vitale's mouth was the truth. So let's see. How many garages was Roy Demeo visiting in 1974 at the time in which he lived in Brooklyn, right? So then let's talk about the book, Professional Killers. Now, I'm the subject of 2 best-selling books, and you just don't walk into a publisher and say, this is my biography, and they go, okay, we're going to print it. They have fact finders that go out and verify every single thing that you're going to put in that book. That's verifiable. That's verifiable. So as you can look here, page 90, the author of this book printed basically what I said that was in Roy's Wikipedia page. Now, some people tell me anybody can put something on Wikipedia. Yeah, but all of this is fitting together like a puzzle. So, remember, Salvatore Vitale, when he told this to the FBI, it was sworn testimony. He would have no reason to lie about this because he already confessed to 11 murders. What's one more that he didn't kill? He picked up a corpse and was told to drive it there. So anyway, I wanted you guys to understand how I connected these 3 people. And then with all the other evidence, if you look at all the other videos, you're going to get little bits and pieces of this story. Putting them together, the body that I drove in 1974 to the 59th Street Bridge could have only have been Nicholas Maschuci. And how can I say that? Because Nicholas was the only adult that went missing in 1974 and was never recovered. And plus, when you listen to all Franz, the podcast that I did with Franz, you're going to come to only one conclusion. And that is that the body in that trunk was, in fact, Nicholas Maschuci. Had to be. So, I hope these graphics will make everybody understand who's who. And on my next video, I am going after Jojo Maschuci. Not in any criminal way, or I'm going to punch him in the nose. I'm going after him. I already have gone after him. And I reached out to him to get his side of the story. Now, what his sister said about him is damning. It's more than damning. So, to you, Jojo Maschuci, I am giving you the opportunity to come on this channel and tell your side of the story, what happened on September 19th, 1974, when you came into your house at 4:30 in the morning. We want to hear that story. We want to hear how it's going to be different from your sister's. And then, as I said, in my next video, I'm going to be talking about how I reached out to him and how I believe he knows that about my channel, and we're talking about him and we're accusing him of murder. So, for all you guys that haven't subscribed, please push the button. Our numbers are this. It's kind of embarrassing for me to even continue with this channel with numbers so small. You're getting, right now, this is the only channel on the planet that's actually working a cold case homicide from 50 years ago. Give me a break. It doesn't get any more exciting than this. And like, subscribe, do what you got to do. And I'm going to see you on the next one.